Back from the dead.
So guys, welcome in to the first Falic exchange with the newly reformed. We have myself, Master Fate, formerly known as Fate the Tatted Hate. I decided to, grow up, change, go through a metamorphosis, a little bit of immaturing, and, came with Master Fate. We also have Mr. Wisepork here, and that guy, Nova, formerly known as Nova _S118. So guys, today we got a pretty fun one lined up. We are going to be going through some intros, who we are, what we're doing here, and then also some reasons why we do content creation. Really, what gets us into this, why we're doing this, what we really enjoy about it. Then we are going to be getting into some talk about some live actions coming up, and specifically as they pertain to video gaming. And then we're going to be talking about the state of video gaming as well. And then a little bit of tech support, and then we're going to talk to all of you guys, get some Q&A from the chat. So without further ado, as far as intros go, Wisepork, why don't you start for us, buddy?
I guess I can do that.
All right.
Hello, everybody. Nice to see y'all here in chat today. I am Mr. Wisepork, the wisest pork you know. Same place Nova lives. We're out here in Nova Scotia, Canada. Been a gamer my whole life, ever since I was a little guy. It's kind of something I'm addicted to, but it's a good addiction. We all like it, a good addiction. What can this? Yeah, hey, I like a good addiction. You like a good addiction?
This guy really puts the dick in addiction.
Just a tip.
By the way, guys, this is not going to be a PG podcast.
Yeah, this is not for the.
Was never the intent.
Just a little piggy.
Yeah.
Just a little piggy.
But yeah, been a gamer my whole life. I've always had a really real people personality. So when it came to doing this thing, it was just natural. I've had some great supporters and some great people behind me to say, hey, look, you're actually pretty good at this, so get to it. And two of those awesome folk are sitting right here with me. So that's me.
Alrighty. So what do you like the most about being in the streaming world, creating content?
I gotta say the friendships and the communities that I'm part of and have grown to know over these last, it's been 2 years since I've actually dug into Twitch. It's been a year of me actually streaming, and seriously, the connections that I've made in this world, I can't make these out in real life. So, I like me and Nova. We've known each other in IRL for many moons, but
you guys have a bit of a tumultuous history.
Whoa. Can we get a definition, please?
Means it was a bit rocky.
There, bro. Yeah,
by rocky, I mean the boxer.
Yeah.
Oh, but anyway,
that one time will never get old.
We'll never live it down.
Yeah.
For those of you who do not know, this man punched our fellow member in the face once. It was good. So that's how true friendships are forged.
It's real physical bonding.
I mean, don't all brothers technically fight?
That is fair.
It's very true.
That's fair.
It's very, very true. Very true. But yeah, that's my biggest thing that I've loved about the streaming world and this crazy content creation we're doing out here.
All right. Well, there we go. And so I'll go next there. Master Fate here. I've been streaming now for 3 years or 4 years. Fuck, I don't even know. And could not agree more about meeting people, the friendships that have been made. Shit, I'm planning on coming out and visiting you guys in a few weeks, going all the way up to Nova Scotia there. But on top of that, as far as the reason for enjoying content creation so much is because it gives me an avenue to be creative, make, different types of content, even from a graphic standpoint, all of that, being able to really have fun and get out of, get out of the typical, 9 to 5 that you see with work and be able to really, be creative in it. On top of that, they're able to just have a platform to talk to so many people from around the world. I mean, shit, we got friends in, across the US, we got friends across Canada, we have friends in the UK, we have friends in Australia, people all over the place. It's insane.
And one in Japan.
One in Japan, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, our buddy Wiz out there in Japan. I mean, you can't beat that. There's nothing else like that. So being able to just have all of these people and build this community together, it's like the most rewarding part about streaming that I could possibly imagine. So what about you there, Nova?
Hi, my name's Nova. I like video games. Okay, bye.
And stream done.
No, I am that guy, Nova. I've definitely been gaming my entire life. Very much an introvert, antisocial. Stayed home all the time playing Nintendo. But that's about it. I grew up with this stuff. Like, I've always had a gaming console. I've always been glued 2 feet in front of the TV because that's how long the cords were back then.
You're not
Now
wrong.
everything's wireless, and I don't need to change to channel 3. And we're
That's
good
fair.
to go there. Oh yeah.
I don't even
No,
use a TV anymore.
But yeah, I got into content creation a few years back. I went through some personal IRL stuff and was kind of trying to find my new path in life. And streaming kind of really helped me meet some new people and kind of break my mold and make me step out and do different things. I tried starting back when PUBG was the big thing, and that just did not pan out because that game fizzled faster than my streaming career.
I couldn't do PUBG. The fact you had to pay for the game and it just felt unfinished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love PUBG. I really did. I loved PUBG. That was a lot of fun. I spent a lot of time in that game. That was pretty much the first PC game I actually started playing because, again, I grew up on console. I had an Xbox, a PlayStation. I still have like an N64 back here somewhere. And
In the archives.
yeah, in the archives. My first PC or my first gaming PC was a Asus ROG laptop, and I still have that upstairs. But like I played Counter-Strike and Command & Conquer, StarCraft, stuff like that on it.
Yes. I didn't know you played Counter-Strike.
Oh yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. Well, it's not cool now, but it was cool back in 2000.
So with you being a Counter-Strike guy, naturally you really like Valorant, right?
No, Valorant sucks.
That's
sorry.
the person in Valorant channel.
Did I say that out loud?
Yeah, what?
But yeah, so like when I started content creation, I had my first online name that I changed because I always used to seeing gamer tag for my PlayStation and my Xbox, which is just my last name and my initials. And that's what it was. It was my last name, then my initials. And then my brother's was the same thing. Same last name, his initials. And we were that for years. And then when I was getting into content creation, I was like, you know what? I might need to have something a little more not my last name and initials.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, because no, I'm not famous, but eventually sometime somebody might try to hack me and it's like, oh, this is his actual last name. Okay, this is easy. But so I used a play on my last name and also one of my favorite DC characters, and something I don't have very much. It's curly hair, but so the German spelling for my last name is Kraus, and it's Kraus, and it stands for a curly-haired gentleman. That's what it is. My favorite DC character is Bane, obviously. It's super weird. Look it up. It's awkward.
Yeah, I did know that, dude. That's some serious knowledge.
Bane,
you're
like
dropping
from Batman?
Yes, Bane.
Okay.
Bane. He's great. He's one of, not my top favorite, but he's one of them. It goes like Superman, Shazam, Bane.
Superman's your favorite DC character?
Yes.
All right, we're going to have to do another episode on that because
there. Yeah, that's the topic.
it's about as white bread as that gets. But okay, anyway, moving
He's
on.
Canadian.
He's Kryptonian, bro.
No, the artist that drew Superman was Canadian. That's why I liked him.
Anyway, that's gonna be another episode. Amara, write that one down.
Anywho,
Next time.
so it was Crossbane. My name, that's what it had. It was Crossbane, and it was a play on a curly-haired nuisance, because that's what a bane is. Your bane of your existence is a nuisance. So a curly-haired nuisance is what? Pubic hair. And I thought that was funny, but nobody got it.
This man goes so deep into wording. Holy frig. Like,
What are we even talking about?
Where did this podcast go?
I'm telling you, that's how I came up with that name. And that's why it didn't work. And I was like, okay, I gotta scratch this. I gotta redo it again. And then I came up with Nova S118. Because my favorite game. I came back to pubic hair. Yeah. So, as I was saying, my favorite game of all time is Halo.
Okay.
And I used that play on. My middle name is actually John. The main character of Halo is John 117, Master Chief. And I
is John short for Jonesy, which is the main guy in Fortnite?
Oh, fuck you. He's not going to make it back to the U.S., guys. I'm telling you right now.
No, he ain't making it back. We gonna get him.
But anyway, as I was saying, I thought to myself, you know what? If Master Chief had to call for backup, who would he call? Definitely not me, but I pretended anyway. And I wanted to try to go in a direction of my stream where I focused mostly playing Halo, getting an Xbox, streaming that, and if I could, cosplay Halo while I'm playing. But that definitely did not work out. And I realized that sitting in cosplay, I mean, I was talking to Ginge about it before, and sitting in a costume streaming for hours is very, very sweaty.
Yeah, I don't blame him for not doing that anymore.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
There's a couple other streamers that also, you know, they have their Spartan outfit on and they're playing, and I'm like, yeah, it's not original anymore. I took too long, so I kind of recently revamped, and that's where I came up with that guy Nova, because I'm always just that guy. Like I'm just.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yep.
And there's a little bit of that guy in all of us, you know.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of that guy in all of you.
No comment. No comment. I still have some of that guy left here. Yeah.
All right. So Halo.
Yeah.
You're just gonna
from pubic hair to Halo.
Segue right on into.
Murphy.
Speaking of Halo, did you know they have a new TV show going out about it?
So yeah, we can.
It's almost like we planned that.
Weird. Yeah, so tomorrow, Paramount Plus is finally releasing the Halo series. After 20 years, I finally get a live action of this fucking show, game, thing.
Yeah. An actual story to be told other than the video game and books.
Yeah.
And those shorts on Netflix, those random little whatevers.
Wait, they have shorts on Netflix for Halo?
There was the Forward Unto Dawn. There was.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know what you mean.
You know, just little like 1 hour segment of a, and I'm not excited.
Anime.
Yeah. So what's your hesitations on it coming out?
Well, my big concern at first was the fact that they said that the show or the episode is going to be non-canon, so it's not going to be based on any of the games whatsoever.
So is it just like existing in the same universe but not having anything to do with the story?
No,
of the games?
It's actually it's a total. Is
it going to play the same kind of gig? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
I was going to say it's going to play on the same basis of, like it's the Halo characters that we know. It's Master Chief, but he wasn't leader of Silver Team, as most Halo fans know. But in this show, he is. But there's still the ring, you know, the Covenant, the Flood, like those aspects of Halo that made Halo what it is, but it's not based on any of the games. Like, it's not gonna be like we can sit there and start watching this and it's gonna be, oh, this is exactly what happened in the first game, and it's gonna play through this, and you're gonna be able to guess the whole way through.
I mean, that's probably good in a way. That's kind of how like the Resident Evil, movies were, where they didn't follow the games to a degree. So like they could do their own things. You weren't sitting there thinking, okay, this is what's going to happen next. This is what's going to happen next. Like, it's not,
a little more unpredictable.
Yeah, like when you play a game that's based off a movie, you're just playing through the story of the movie, and it's kind of boring, and they always flop.
Well, it's like the Marvel Cinematic Universe too, right? It's changed in slight degrees to keep things interesting, and again, like you said, a little more unpredictable.
Yeah, they pick and choose what parts to kind of introduce where. So the characters are based on the same, but some of the story is a bit different. But like you said, Fate, with Resident Evil, and you got to look back at some of the other stuff that has come out that didn't follow or did follow the game, and they weren't. The thing with something like Halo is the fan base, and that's what's going to either make or break a series. I mean, you look at Book of Boba Fett, for one, that just came out. I know it's not a video game, but like the fan base was so divided on that because Boba Fett was a nobody character in a Star Wars movie, and they made a whole series for him. I thought it was great myself.
Oh yeah. Well, to be honest, in my opinion on that whole situation, I was always a Boba Fett fan. Always. Right? Awesome, badass, bad guy, super assassin. I'm down. You know what I mean? And I always felt like, man, he should have got more play. There should have been more.
Well, a lot of the stuff about him was, in the extended universe, and that's where a lot of people that I know that did not like the Boba Fett like TV show, it was because they were hoping to see a TV show of Boba Fett just kicking ass for 10 episodes, and it's not what that is. This is him a little older,
Right.
A little. But so like the thing with Halo is I'm here for it. Like I've watched the trailer 100 times now. I see the TV shorts when I'm upstairs watching TV, the commercials, and I just like it gives me goosebumps, man. I cannot wait. It looks really well done. I don't care if it's not going to follow the games. I'm actually here for that because, as you said, it gives you a new storyline. But like you got to look back 1993 when we got that Super Mario movie. Now that didn't follow the games at all, and it didn't follow pretty much anything
other than the boys wore the plumbers uniforms. That was about it.
And it was
that movie was something else, man.
Fucking trash. It was a trash movie. But then you go further down the list, you got Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat.
Dude, the Mortal Kombat, you go back and watch like the OG Mortal Kombat movie. That movie was a masterpiece when you're hammered. That is pre-game, drink a few beers, watch that movie before going to the bar. You're gonna have a great night.
Don't go past the first one, no. Don't go past the first one. I felt like any of the other movies past the first Mortal Kombat was just like, what the hell is going on right now?
Right, like
I will say the new one was pretty good.
Annihilation was a joke. Yes, the new Mortal Kombat, and that's what I mean. Like the reboot for it was actually not bad, but it got hate. It got a lot of hate for a few reasons, and mostly because it had nothing to do with Mortal Kombat, nothing to do with the tournament.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So like it got hate for that. And it, again, here we are talking about how things aren't, don't follow the story, and people shit on it. And that's what I'm worried about with Halo. Like, I'm not worried about the show's gonna be bad. I think it's gonna be great. I'm worried that people are just gonna spend so much time shitting on it that they're gonna be like, well, why are we gonna do this? Like, let's not do this.
Yeah.
Like, look at what was it? TV shows they got shit on and canceled that deserve more credit. One would be Firefly.
Like, and everybody talks about it like it was the greatest thing, but nobody cared when it was on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, even look at like the Mortal Kombat movie that did come out recently. They flat out said they were like, "We'll make another one if it gets good reviews," and a ton of people were shitting on it because it's like, "Oh, there's no story." It's like, yeah, you're watching the movie because it's fun. Same thing with Kong vs. Godzilla. It's not meant to be a super story driven. You're just watching an excuse for people to kick the shit out of each other.
Right.
So that's it. It's an excuse for monsters to fight. Just enjoy it for what it is. It doesn't need to be, this Sundance worthy thing.
Right. Bringing it back to Street Fighter, though, when you mentioned that, that was actually one of the first movies I went to as a kid with my grandma. Took me to Street Fighter, and obviously back then it was like, yes, this is fucking wicked. But now you look back and you're like, God damn, what happened here? You mean sit through this?
You mean Jean-Claude Van Damme? What the hell happened here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Exactly. But they also followed a bit more of the storyline. It was one of those ones that actually went along with the Street Fighter storyline in a sense.
I think I ever realized that Street Fighter even had a story.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was a game I religiously played when I was a kid. I owned a Sega that I had Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and I played this game for days on end.
That's where he got that right hook from, Nova.
Makes sense why it didn't really hurt.
Sure, you can. But yeah, that was one of the the acting was horrible. There was only one actual good actor in there, but again, it was Jean-Claude Van Damme. Can only go so far.
Yeah. And as technology and times got new, special effects got better, so movies can increase. That's why the remake. Fuck no. Anyways, the new Mortal Kombat. The versus the old Mortal reboot. Yes, reboot. Remastered.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
The reboot of Mortal Kombat, now with the new special effects and CGI and stuff, it had more than some of the crappy CGI like Goro in the old one.
Oh my god, Goro looks so bad in the old one.
Oh man.
The claymation Goro? Yeah.
It just looks so bad.
Twitchy
just Lou Ferrigno with an extra set of arms.
So back in the 90s, we had Super Mario, and we had a Yoshi that looked like a fucking, a terrible Velociraptor from Jurassic Park.
Yo.
Clever girl.
Yo.
Right? But then, okay, so that was 1993 when that came out, but then you go to 2019 and Detective Pikachu. That movie was phenomenal.
Amazing.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
The special effects, every Pokemon was on point. I'm sorry,
Charizard looked so good.
I don't think there's an argument out there, my friend. It was
that's what I mean. It was solid. I love watching the movie. I don't give a flying rat's ass. But then one of my really favorite games from my Xbox was Assassin's Creed, and that movie was a pile of shit.
Oh my god!
Special effects in the movie were good.
So much, man.
But
the special effects were, but the story was terrible.
Yeah,
and the story is so grand in the games. It's so good.
Yes.
Well, that's I think part of the problem is they put so much effort into making the Assassin's Creed games at the time amazing, and then the movie was just kind of a cheap rip off. It was terrible.
Yeah, you are not wrong.
To me, it was kind of the same way that the Batman vs Superman was, where it had a great premise, it had great actors, it had great special effects. It's just none of it met in the middle. None of it worked.
Yeah.
Now, hidden gem of a movie that I personally myself found worked, but again, another one of those movies that received hate for, I don't know fucking why, Prince of Persia: Sands of Time.
I actually did not see. Was that the one with Jake Gyllenhaal?
Not seen that myself.
Jake Gyllenhaal, yeah.
Yeah, I did not see it.
Ben Kingsley, phenomenal movie. It was really well done. Special effects were great, and it set up again that universe, so it could have had a sequel. It should have had a sequel, but received a shit ton of hate, and you got nothing.
I've got that's a good idea for movie night for us, is to watch that. Since Fate and I haven't watched it, I think that'd be great for us.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, slap that on the list.
Throw that out there.
Yeah.
But yeah, what am I trying to say? Tomb Raider movies, the original ones with Angelina Jolie.
Oh, they were fantastic. I'm
mean,
looking forward to Uncharted coming out. Or, well, it's already out. I just haven't seen it yet.
I feel like it's hard to fuck up, a Raiders kind of go search for hidden treasure movie.
Okay,
You know
here's
what I
my
mean?
thing. I hated the first one.
You
first
hated
what?
The first one.
The first Lara Croft.
Oh,
No, first.
I thought it was
Tomb Raider,
good.
I did not like it. There's something about the Angelina Jolie. I don't know what it was. I didn't like it. The second one, however, Cradle of Life, I thought was really good. That I think they changed some. I think it was a director or something in between. But the new one received a lot of hate because she was the what's the hell's her name that fucking played that movie? Tomb Raider.
Oh, the new Tomb Raider? I have no idea.
Alicia Vikander? I think it's Vikander. You know, she's modeled after
The new
Lara Croft.
Lara Croft.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So she wasn't the your pixelated giant cone booby
yeah,
90s Lara Croft. She in the newer game she's slimmer.
Kids McGee with short shorts and two deagles.
Yeah, so she's definitely modeled after the newer one. And I found this movie was actually, if you played the first, newer Tomb Raider game, it followed along pretty well.
Nice.
But that's that one. And we've had this discussion on Doom before. I thought Doom was.
I thought the Doom movie was fantastic.
That's because you like Doom. I thought it was fucking hilariously bad.
Well, yeah, like it wasn't a good
like
movie.
Doom the
It was
game?
like the Suicide Squad. Like it wasn't good, but it was entertaining. Like it was fun.
Correct. It was a good action flick.
Yeah, you had The Rock. It was a
one of
Keith
those
Urban.
I
Like it was
here to see blood, gore,
Carl Urban,
shit blow up.
Keith Urban.
You know what I mean?
It was just
Yeah.
it was a fun, shitty movie. It was good.
Okay, I just read chat. I'm just fucking. My brother is fucking.
Trog in your pants, bud. Keep it there. Yeah.
So, did you either one of you guys back in the '90s watch a movie called Wing Commander?
Nope.
I don't think so. No.
That's based off an old arcade game, which I found actually really funny when it came out. But
I played the game.
yes, it stars Freddie Prinze Jr. and Matthew Lillard.
Well, that's
If you didn't
why
know
I
that.
didn't watch it.
But it's to me like that was a phenomenal movie. It was
Those
one
are
of my
two
favorites.
good actors. Matthew
Yes.
Lillard's fantastic.
It was one of my more favorite movies back in the '90s. I thought it was fantastic. Special effects were a little like weird, but it turned out pretty good. Either one of you guys watch Hitman or Max Payne?
Yep.
Now Hitman was good. Hitman
Yeah.
had.
I didn't see
It
the
had
new
some
Max
great
Payne,
points.
Sorry, what was that, Fate?
but sorry, no, I'm thinking Mad Max because they have the Mad Max that came out recently. And I think that was based as well.
But Hitman and Mad Max Payne came around the same time. Hitman was good. It wasn't a great movie, but it was good. It played along a bit with the lore of Hitman. Max Payne, on the other hand, that was Mark Wahlberg, I believe.
It was correct.
And that was terrible. Like it was bad.
I think the only thing that was good out of Max Payne was and I don't want to call it the other dimension, but when he would because there was times in the game, if you've played the game, and I know you have, that he would go into that other part of his brain, kind of like all dark, and you know what I mean, like the real spooky shit.
He'd be able to sense what was going on.
Right. That stuff, they hit those kind of points, but the rest of the fucking movie was just diarrhea fart everywhere. Like I wasn't about it. Again, like you said, Hitman was good. And it hit a lot of lore. It gave you a lot more information on that whole part of the assassin guild of where 45 came from, right?
Yeah, exactly. Other video game movie that turned into shit. Need for Speed. Did either guys see Need for Speed?
You're muted, Fate.
They made a Need for Speed movie?
Correct. I felt the same way when I heard you say that without you even saying that. Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Okay. I had no idea that they made an actual movie.
Apparently, I'm the person here that actually watches a shit ton of movies. Okay,
I mean, I
so
watch a
Need for
shit
Speed
ton of
came out-
movies. I just didn't know they made a Need for Speed movie.
Yeah,
Isn't that just
starring?
Fast and Furious?
Yeah, pretty much. So this movie was starring Aaron Paul and Dominic Cooper.
Wait. I remember hearing about this, but I never watched it.
Yeah. So
Alright,
this
tell me
movie
about it.
was absolute trash. Now, from a standpoint of me being in the automotive industry and love. Difficulties. Got no at all.
Yeah.
There we go.
No, I can't even.
There we go.
There we go. There we go.
I like the Bugattis.
They took everything from me. I do not fear, for you are with me. All those who defied me shall be ashamed.
Oh, this came out in 2014. Jesus.
Those who wage war
Really?
against me shall perish. I will find strength,
What is this narration?
and I will
What?
triumph.
This is a hella tragic story.
Yeah.
Like, not what I expected for some Need for Speed.
This is dramatic as fuck, yeah. But I love how they're adding like all of this drama to Need for Speed, which is just a racing game. Like there's never really a story. It's kind of like Mortal Kombat. It's just an excuse for things to fight. Like Need for Speed is just an excuse for racing. That's it. It's simple.
Yeah. So that's that movie was the story was terrible. The special effects were even worse. There
Oh my
was
God.
several scenes where it's surrounded by a Shelby Mustang. And it's two different cars. And you can literally watch the movie, and you can see these things with this car. They got two different rims. Like one car has one set of rims, and the other car has a different set of rims. You're like, that's not even the same fucking car. And there's several other, like the rear view mirrors on the Prime car they're missing because they're got cameras and it's got a screen for its side view mirrors. But then like on a chase scene, you'll see the mirrors when you clearly we're talking about how this car doesn't have mirrors. And it's just like it's so inconsistent that it's just bad. It was laughable.
Wow. And it looked like it had all these like, crazy special effects and all of that. And it was going to be this, big budget movie. And then just nobody ever heard of it.
It was terrible. And Rami Malek was in it too.
Yeah.
He didn't star in it, but he was definitely in it. And he had a really
Yeah, I
funny
saw him
scene.
there in the trailer. Jesus. It's kind of like the new Battlefield where they dump money in and just nobody fucking touched it.
Shit's the bed.
It's
Yeah,
just
that's
nobody
terrible.
played that fucking game. I think on Steam right now it's got like 200 people playing it.
Too bad Aku wasn't here because I'd really like to have his opinion on the Warcraft movie.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know enough lore about Warcraft to be like, okay, this was accurate, that was accurate, or
I think it was
this
technically
off
like the
point.
highest grossing video game movie, but I don't think it had very positive reviews though.
No, like I've tried, and I'm telling you, I've tried to watch it several times, and I can't get through it. It's so bad. Like everything's just bad, and I was really disappointed because I'm a huge Vikings fan. Like I've actually just started rewatching Vikings now, and
Right.
but what's his fucking nuts there? Travis Fimmel. He played the main character in Vikings, and he was the main character in Warcraft. So I was really looking forward to it. But it was just, yeah, I couldn't get through it.
What pinpointed badness for you in that? Because again, like this was just like, all right, I'm gonna watch this because I know it's a game. I don't know much about what's gonna go on, but
I felt again, yeah, the same thing. Like I don't know a lot of the WoW lore in the game. I know like Warcraft, like I used to play Warcraft all the time, but World of Warcraft, no.
Yeah.
But I just found the story was like very, very bouncy, very weird, and it just the special effects were almost too much. Like it was just way over.
I agree. Yeah, it was super CGI.
It was pretty bad. Yeah. But other movies that were great. Did you guys see Rampage? Dwayne Johnson.
Yes, that one was solid.
I did not.
Again, solid movie.
Yeah.
A movie that had no reason to be as good as it was. It turned out to be phenomenal. Like
it was really that good, was it?
It's a super.
It's on HBO
watch,
Max.
Yeah, I highly recommend. It's a really good Dwayne, fucking The Rock movie.
There aren't many movies with him that I've found bad. One of my favorites was The
true.
Rundown.
Oh, I love The Rundown.
Rundown was great.
Sean
Fisher
William
Taylor.
Scott together, which is amazing.
Yeah.
Thunder, lightning, thunder,
A little
lightning.
bit, a little bit of thunder, a little bit of lightning. That was good.
God, I just thought of one too, but it's not a video game movie, but a tabletop game that turned into a movie that turned out to be really well. Battleship, Liam Neeson, and
Oh yeah, with the aliens.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they really reached for the premise of that movie, but it landed.
Oh,
It was good.
super rich.
It was pretty solid.
And how they used the buoys in the ocean as the grid for your battleship game, and they were able to kind of pinpoint where they were going to shoot because the aliens knocked out their radar capabilities.
Yeah.
So a lot of it was like, there's no way this is going to work, but it was like, that's entertaining as fuck, man. Like,
Yeah.
that was a good movie.
It was a solid one.
Relating it like that, really brings it in, right?
Yeah. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, that
Never
movie.
watched it. Tell me about it because this is something I've been meaning.
Seen it?
This is
Sonic the
something that's
Hedgehog
on my
was-
list that I haven't been able to watch yet.
Okay,
Amazing.
So Sonic the Hedgehog was a great movie, super good movie to start like with that universe. Jim Carrey, just like you watch the first movie and you're thinking, Robotnik. He in the games, what does he look like? A big fat bald egg guy.
Egghead, yep.
So like in the movie, he's not big fat. He's not even bald. He's just Jim Carrey with a fucking mustache.
Yeah.
And
Right.
you're like, but he plays the part so well. And Sonic was great. And I can't remember the other guy's fucking name, but like it turned out to be. a
Was
really
it
good
John
movie.
Marston or something like that?
Yeah, John Marston.
Yeah.
That's who it was.
He's been in a
So-
couple of different things. Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's been. Oh, man, that movie was really good. But the funny thing about that, do you guys remember the original trailer?
Oh, it looked terrible. It looked like Sonic was on meth, man.
Like that.
Yes, yes, I remember that. Yeah.
Entire generation cyberbullied fucking
That's what I mean.
production
So, like,
company.
So that goes.
That
back
would
to,
be
like,
the highest
start of this
grossing if they
whole-
didn't have to go back and
Exactly.
redo
And
the
that's what it
movie.
was. That's what it was. It cost them so much money to redo Sonic to do it right, but they even said they wanted to get it right, and they saw it after the fact, and they understood. They're like, oh shit, like how did we get this far off from where we should be?
Yeah.
Like that movie had the potential to be a disaster like Super Mario Brothers. But
They nailed it. I cannot wait for the next one.
that's what I'm saying. They nailed it. And like the ending, the end credit to the first one showing Tails.
Yep.
And you're like, oh fuck yeah, right on. This is great. And then
Yeah.
we just recently got the new trailer for the second one.
Yeah,
it
and him
was-
like looking more like Robotnik and everything.
yeah, coming back from the planet.
Yeah.
Oh, because that was the other thing too. When he got sent off into those other worlds, and you saw the other worlds that were in the Sonic games,
Yep.
and I was like, oh, that's a really cool
gotcha.
nod.
Yeah.
And there was actually a world. I think that if you look at, I think it's somewhere on the internet. It was a Reddit thread. If you look closely to, and one of them was Mushroom Kingdom. That was an interesting thing I found.
Huh.
That's very interesting. That's very
Interesting.
Well, Sonic's, he's up there with Mario. That's his.
Oh yeah.
competition.
You talk about
Right?
iconic characters. Yeah.
Right.
That's definitely one.
I'm gonna have to dip into that because that sounds
That movie was
sounds
fantastic.
like a must watch.
Definitely worth
Yeah.
the watch.
Right.
Definitely
But
worth the
no,
watch.
heading down my list, I'm pretty sure that's about it. I haven't seen the new Monster Hunter movie because the game just
The Monster
tried
Hunter
playing it.
games are fun, but like it's the same thing. You kill the monster and take an hour, and then you harvest the monster so you can make better gear. So you can go fight the next monster. So you can harvest it. So you can make better gear. It's just a never-ending
monster,
cycle
yeah.
that it just gets old.
Yeah.
Like it's
I have
Nah.
yet to see it. I think it's streaming on some free services now. I might
yeah.
watch it when I'm bored one day.
I want to see it. I honestly didn't even hear about it being released. Like I heard about it prior to release, but then I just haven't heard about it since.
Yeah,
it's
there
a
wasn't much
Sony
hype
movie,
about it
so
after it got
I
out.
think it's available on Prime now. But we already covered Mortal Kombat. The new Resident Evil, I have yet to see that one, but I was interested in seeing it because it looked more like the first, the first game when they're in Raccoon City.
Right.
And Uncharted, have yet to see that, and I'm hopefully going to go see that this weekend. But
Did you get to play any of the games?
Uncharted, I played
Yeah.
one. Yeah, I played 1 and 2. I didn't play
Because
it.
they're all on PC now, so you can play them on PC.
Yeah, that's a single player game, and I don't have single player time. Sorry.
That's fair. That's why I haven't started.
I
That's why I haven't started Horizon yet. I bought a PlayStation
hey,
5
You guys
specifically
took
to
the night
play
off one night,
Horizon.
I was like, I'm getting some solo.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like,
Spent $500 on a PS5 so I could play Horizon. It's been like 3 weeks. I haven't played it yet. This is just fucking things sitting
But-
there next to my TV, just off. Just like I'm plugged in.
I guess to pretty much finish this off, like we're looking forward to upcoming video game movies or adaptations. We already talked about Sonic the Hedgehog 2, but Borderlands, that's coming out.
I'll check it
Yeah.
out. I was never big on the
Yeah.
games. They were always just a little weird, and I don't like the cell shading animation.
Oh, it's super weird.
But I'm curious how the movie will be.
Yeah, that's what I
I'm
mean.
a
Like
fan.
the lore and like that whole like post-apocalyptic world, like that to me, I think that would be interesting and definitely give it a shot. But they're coming out with a Five Nights at Freddy's movie.
They did already.
Why?
That was the
I
one
don't
with
know.
Nicolas Cage that came out last year, or the year before.
Oh, is that the one?
Yeah, the Willy's Wonderland or whatever it is.
I think that's just kind of like based on,
Yeah,
like it's supposed to like look like that, but
yeah, that's the one with Nicolas Cage that we were talking about making a movie night.
yeah.
That
Universal
looks
Is
Pictures,
so
there really
good.
enough of a story there out of that game to make a movie out of it?
dude.
No.
There's whatever.
But again, some of the movies we just discussed.
Oh yeah, there wasn't a lot to go off of.
I get it. I get it.
So on that, like on the topic of 20-year-old video games coming to life now with Halo, Universal Pictures and Microsoft did say that they were developing a Gears of War movie, which I think would be phenomenal. But my problem with that is I feel like they waited way too long, because some of the people like John Travolta in his prime could have played main character in that like crazy.
I mean, Batiste has been talking about wanting to play
Well, he's got his own character.
Gears of War for a while, but
He's like literally a Gears of War character now.
I just feel all the hype for Gears died a while ago. Like
don't-
Halo, the
sad
new game came
because-
out, so there's some hype. Makes sense for the TV show. Gears, it would just feel so out of place to have a Gears movie or TV show right now.
Right. That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
But with the success of Ghosts of Tsushima, they're coming out with a movie for that, which I believe will be great because hey,
yeah.
I love Japanese lore regardless. Like samurai
100%.
stuff, like I'm with it.
Yeah.
I haven't played the game because I don't have a PlayStation. I'll wait till it comes out on Steam.
Yeah, the game is very critically acclaimed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. Anything I've watched of that game has just been fan-fucking-tastic, man.
One I'd be interested in is Warner Brothers is apparently coming out with a Portal film, which that game is in itself interesting, but a movie based on it. But again, I can't knock anything because Battleship worked.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Well, give me some background to Portal for sure. I'd like to find out what happened before and how all this technology's kind of happened and whatnot. You get pieces of it in the game, but I wouldn't mind watching something, dig into that a little bit more.
And I'm not sure. There hasn't really been a solid Metal Gear in a while, but yet there's a movie in development for it. So
Interesting. Yeah, I feel like Metal Gear hasn't been a thing for a while either.
I enjoyed the series though; it was good.
Oh, the games are
game.
fantastic.
but
Yeah,
they haven't
they were
really
great
done
games.
anything in a while. So
Yeah, that was when I got my PS4. No, PS3. It was the Metal Gear edition of it, It was fantastic.
But yeah,
I don't know. I want another attempt at Hitman, to be honest with you, or even something in that variety. Just I love the Hitman series. It was always a good, decent game to play, and I think there's a lot that can be pulled from it. So I would love to see that be put into the works.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
You know, again, you know, there's all these games that we've kind of seen pieces of. That, you know, we definitely need another attempt at Assassin's Creed.
I highly agree on that one. Somebody needs
I-
to know what the hell they're doing and make it a proper movie.
Like, look how many friggin' games are out. Like, you have
Assassin's
all the
Creed Black
content.
Flag would be dope.
You know, all the content.
Crossover Assassin's Creed and Pirates of the Caribbean and give us a Black Flag movie.
Dude, Assassin's Creed Black Flag was so good. That was like my favorite of the series, hands down.
Oh, absolutely. I could sail around for hours just sea shantying and just not even give a fuck.
Yeah, the sea shanties were awesome.
Odyssey was good though too. Not as good as Black Flag, but I liked Odyssey for those reasons too. You could go around sailing and just be fucking with shit on the water for a while, or you know. And I'm about that mythological time shit. You know, that Greek mythology is cool.
Oh yeah,
Shit.
that's why I love the God of War games so much, was because of the Greek mythology behind it all.
Pork, did you pencil your beard in today?
Just a little bit. Got a little depth to it. A little darkness. Look, it's coming back, man. It's coming back with a vengeance.
He dyed it.
He died. He died. The stubble just so it shows up.
That was your concern, is that it's gonna grow in gray.
Yeah, I am. I'm very concerned that we're gonna have more gray patches in this one than we did in the last one. But hey, you know, it is what it is. We roll with the punches, right, Nova?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, did we get all of that topic? Did we? Hit
Yeah,
all
I think
the
that
points
about
there?
covers a lot of the live action adaptations we've seen from video games. And one of the things we want to talk about next is really just the state of video gaming as it is right now. Games that have come out that are good, games that are bad, games that are just asking for a little too much money without giving nothing back.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, Battlefield.
Number one on the list.
Man, I'd even throw Apex in there, because Apex for a while had some pretty solid battle passes, and then just the past four of them have just been straight, just hot garbage.
What the fuck is with these new skins? Like, why do I need heirloom shards for new skins?
It's all. But the problem is that, you know, EA owns Apex and they also own Battlefield, and Battlefield fucked the pooch so hard that they need to make as much as they can from Apex.
But Apex still seems like extremely expensive to
Oh,
buy,
it is.
like coins and all that
Oh,
kind of
it
stuff
is.
in comparison to, like, look at Fortnite, its V-Bucks ratio compared to Apex's ratio with its coins. You know what I mean?
Well, again, at the same time, you got to remember all the 8 to 16-year-old kids that are asking mom and dad for their, you know, credit cards so they can get V-Bucks. That right there, the fact that there's a huge surplus of those kids making that, you know, those payments or purchases, that's where that changes
makes
out,
the price,
because
yeah.
there's less people playing Apex and paying for the skins, so they got to, you know, get their money somewhere. So they have to charge, you know, more. But where
Right.
Fortnite can charge less because, you know, fucking little Timmy down the street is going to want that new skin.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even that. Part of it's that, but a big part of it is that Fortnite, you have one character. Like, you're playing as one guy. So a $20 skin or a $15 skin, not a big deal. You know, Apex, there are, at this point, 15 different characters you could play as?
Fair point.
And people like playing multiple characters. The more characters you have, the less valuable skins there are. The less valuable that the skins are. Because it devalues it because it's too saturated. I mean, you're not going to pay $150 for a Bloodhound skin when you play Bloodhound once every 3 weeks, maybe. I don't know. with all of the different characters, each skin is way less important than the rest. So it's hard to justify $20 for a skin or a gun skin. They want $20 for, an alternator skin. It's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Yeah, it's
They're
just way overpriced, man.
Because
It's
they're
like,
trying to use the Fortnite model of, it's $20 for a skin in Fortnite, so we could pay $20 for a skin in Apex, and it's like it's not the same. It's not the same at all. So also, Fortnite's a game that, hell, even Nova, you can agree, you hated Fortnite until we made you play it.
I still hate it.
It's a game that constantly updates and it stays relevant.
But
and
I can't argue that fact. Like,
but yet he posts about it.
Post about what?
Fortnite. You've seen your post, don't lie.
I've never posted about Fortnite.
You are so full of shit.
I am full of shit. I can't. The game sucks. It's terrible. It's a terrible fucking game. But I can see where they're doing so well. Like, it's great for those children to play. I can't fucking lie. Okay, I'm sorry. I have fun playing with you guys. But you guys
What is this post? What is this post right here?
that's mostly to do with Smash TV, and that's just making a post with my brother.
Yes. Big lead title on the top of that picture, though. Just saying.
Fortnite skin with mine and Trogdor's face.
It is great. Very, very well done. I love every bit of it.
Solid Photoshop work.
Yeah.
I'm getting better with it. I really like the shadows I got going on in my character and Trogdor's character. Like they seem to flow in the right spots. So
yeah, no, pretty good. But yeah, I mean, Fortnite, I feel is they just made the big change as far as no building for a little while. Took a bit. It feels all right.
Insane.
I mean, I was really happy about that until we ran into that goddamn tank.
Dude, that's the thing, man.
The double tank at that.
Hey, no
match?
more building,
Jesus.
no more portable cover. Oh, by the way, there's this big fuck tank in the game that could just like wipe your team. Have fun.
Yeah.
What?
Wait,
Yesterday, one of the last games we
too.
played, us versus another team, 4v4, two of them in tanks. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah,
Come on.
So bad. It was
Yeah,
so bad.
it had issues. Like I was whatever. But
Now, I will say, where Fortnite has always been absolutely stellar is their battle pass.
Correct.
The skins that are in it, just everything in it is top tier. And on top of that, like, the skins are all dynamic. They have things that you unlock. They get better. There's challenges for them. Apex, there's a shitty skin, decent skin every 20 levels. There's barely any. I haven't even bought in the past like 3 battle passes because they're
Bunch
terrible.
of disappointment packs.
Yeah, they're all bad. It's all disappointment packs. You don't get shit out of them. And then, I mean, even other games with season passes, like the Halo one, like Halo's was just
such hope for that, man.
yeah. Like my big problem with the Halo one was like they had like 4 different, like they had some really cool looking armor pieces, but they were all for different like armor sets. It was just like, I unlocked this really cool thing, and I can't wear it. Wait, where the hell is it? Oh, it's on this armor. Like, why? Make it all universal.
Yeah, I didn't understand why we had separate armor sets. Like, just let me interchange and whatnot. Like,
Yeah.
that's where the old like Halo 5, 4, 3 even like that's where those games excelled. Where Infinite's really just lacking. The armor pieces you unlocked in those games, you could put this shoulder pad from this set on here, a shoulder pad from a different set here, different chest piece, different mid, like you could change it all around. It didn't. It wasn't just your Mark 5 armor versus your Mark 7 armor. Like it's really fucking dumb.
Yeah. It made no sense. But then they had, I mean, games right now are just stale. I mean, I think that's the big problem with the new Halo game that came out was like it was super fun. I don't even like Halo that much because I always felt that they were very clunky. I was never a fan. The new one, Infinite, super fun. We had a blast playing that game. But it just got stale. Like there was nothing after a while.
They really fucked that battle pass up and even this release, this 2-stage release.
Oh yeah.
Between releasing. Don't get me wrong. I love
Here's
what
the
they did.
multiplayer. Oh, here's the story.
Battlefield 2042 launched, and then within a day or two, Halo's like, guess what? Here's multiplayer and it's free. And that's what Battlefield's blaming their failure of a game on, which I find absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, you fuck out
But
of here.
at the same time, they're kind of not wrong. But most people have been waiting for Halo regardless. But like, it did stay good for as long as it did because Battlefield sucked ass, and everybody's tired of Call of Duty. Like, the fact that people still play it right now is just a joke.
COD just needs to stop and go to a 2-year system.
A guy
I
that
think
I
they said that they're planning on that.
Me.
I don't know. It's been too little, too late though.
Yeah, one of my guys at work, he's like, "Are you going to reinstall Call of Duty and play with us?" And I'm like, "No,
Nah.
I don't."
There's
I
no
was like,
reason to.
I don't see that happening. Not until not until it's owned by Microsoft and it's a good game again.
Right? They're grasping at so many straws. They're bringing Snoop Dogg in. Like,
I miss when
I
Warzone was fun, but it's just not.
So do I,
anymore.
and that's what I mean. Like, I really do miss when Warzone was a good game before Cold War came out. Like, that last couple months of Warzone before Cold War, like, that's where it hit, man. That was a good, fun game. Yes, it had its issues. It had its cheaters. It didn't have an anti-cheat, so you would run into them once in a while.
We never even really. I ran into so many more hackers in Apex's arenas than we did in Warzone.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
Apex
I could count on like one hand the amount of times we saw someone legitimately hacking in COD.
and not just calling out accusations.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, there was lots of those, but
Oh, you like one tap me? Yeah, the game has no time to kill. That's how it works. Maybe you shouldn't run across an open field. What?
It's stationary, like standing straight up.
Yeah. Maybe
It's
you
like
shouldn't
ducking.
straight line your way across.
Yeah, exactly.
Bob and weave.
Ooh.
Bob and weave a
Duck,
bit.
dip, dodge, and dive.
Yeah, it's not that
He's a
complicated.
dodgeball.
Right.
And that was one where the battle pass was terrible too. Like 3/4 of what was in the Call of Duty battle pass was like in emblems. We gave a shit.
Yes, man.
We
Right.
gave a shit about your emblems, Call of Duty.
Here's a skin for your vehicle.
Yeah, or a pay-to-win gun. Fuck out
I
of here.
need that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the pay-to-win guns were fun. Those MAC-10s, yeah, those are great.
I love my Mac 10.
Yeah, getting sniped from across the map from MAC-10s, yeah, that doesn't make sense, dude.
no.
That was the
They're 9
only
millimeters.
reason. The only reason I ever played zombies was to level up Cold War weapons so that I could play with them in Warzone because
had
they were
them in
just
Warzone.
OP as shit,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
It was
They
so dumb.
slapped.
And that was the other thing. When they came out with the Cold War weapons, they made them legitimately better than the other weapons, so you would have to use them if you wanted to
Which
win. It was so
doesn't make
dumb.
sense because modern warfare has modern weaponry, which is better than your past weaponry. But they allowed the new stuff with the old stuff and made the new game stuff better. But it was like, this makes no sense. Why is my modern warfare AUG worse than my Cold War AUG?
Yeah.
It's
Or the
it's same
MP5.
gun.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, the
exact same
MP5.
gun.
Yep.
Well, let's be
Yeah.
real. Like back in the day, back in Cold War, the guns packed more powder. They were a stronger shot, but they were inaccurate as fuck, and they broke down a lot easier.
Fair.
Like, you know what I mean? But like,
Yeah.
so there should have been like, oh yeah, sure, we have a little more damage, but they should be like way off in accuracy, and nowhere's near as OP as they were. It's just ridiculous.
Well, then they did the same thing with the Vanguard now. They brought all the
Right.
World War II weapons into Warzone. How the fuck you got a World War II sniper trying to compete against an AS-50? Get the fuck out of
Right?
here. Like,
Yeah.
no way.
Hold the fuck
In
on.
no
Hold the fuck
world.
on.
No world.
Hold the fuck on. Can we talk about one thing? But how versatile and unstoppable the Car 98 has been in 100 years.
Throughout the whole, yes, man. Love you, Car 98.
I'm sorry, but the Car 98 has been like a staple as a sniper rifle forever.
100%. 100%. And like how many games? You know what I mean? Like going back to PUBG.
Yeah,
Car 98 slapped.
Yeah, always, and it's just funny. It's the same. It's the same sniper rifle all the way through. Your wood grain 7.62,
Bolt
and that's
action,
it.
baby. Let's go.
Bolt action,
Yeah.
Yep.
8-time scope on it.
I mean, that, and then
Yeah.
I don't know when it came out, but I'd say the Dragunov is probably the other one because that's basically just a long barrel AK. I mean, you look
Yeah.
they just
yeah.
whether it's the LMG, the SMG, the sniper, the AR, It's all an AK with a slightly different mag size or slightly different
A
barrel.
little big barrel, maybe a little different mag, but same body. Same body.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I just
Reliable.
they just COD's just fucking that up, man. I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah, that was.
That's why we
Well,
stopped
they shit
playing.
the bed so hard and then just kept shitting.
Yeah.
You know,
And
we're all
they
going,
keep-
hey,
they
hey,
keep
this
shitting.
is fucked.
They keep lying. They're telling us there's an anti-cheat coming out, and we're supposed to have it. It's not there. There's more videos of even worse hacking than when we've played the game. Flying cars and whatnot, blatant wall hacks.
Did you freeze, Nova?
Did we just drop number? Oh.
What?
He just trolled. What a dick. Dude, that was well played. I'm not gonna lie. You froze right in spot.
Yeah, no, that was well done. Yeah. But yeah, no, they just they're I don't even have words
Now, I
anymore
will,
for fucking COD.
I will touch on the fact that I thoroughly enjoyed our month-long, not even month-long, but grinding of Destiny. Like, that was a very solid DLC.
Oh, yeah.
With
And
Battle
we're still
Pass.
going to be playing Destiny. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, like I'm like, we would have played it last night. That's technically our Destiny day, but with the Fortnite update, it felt good to play that too. But like, I can also sit there, like, when we're in it, I don't want to get off. I want to keep doing things, and I'm like, it's midnight. I have to work in the morning.
Right.
Like, I can't play this game anymore. And then I go to bed, thinking of the things I need to do in Destiny, and I'm not sleeping.
Yeah.
So like, the game's fucking with my head.
It's also like
Destiny, sir.
where Destiny really wins too is that, like, the gunplay, the game feels smooth. Like it feels good. They did a good job with that
playing
game.
that, even though I fucked up the campaign and put us on the hardest difficulty. Never playing the game before. Wise Pork, fucking.
Neither Wise Pork nor I have
awful.
played the game in like a year, at least.
At least, yeah.
So like, that was, it was super hard, and that's like, I like things super hard.
To be honest, though, even though we chalk it up as like a fuck up, that was
It was a
some good
blast. man.
content. That was a fucking
the
good
legendary
time.
mode for that game. Like, Fortnite and Destiny right now are like the two saving graces that we have in video games, and that legendary mode in Destiny was super fun. They made it just hard enough that it's rewarding, but not unbeatable. It was really well done. I enjoyed that a lot, and I'm glad you fucked up and gave us that.
Yeah, it had its fucking man. It had its points that we were just getting frustrated.
Like, the end of the night, you could tell we were just like, we were done. Like,
Brains melted.
Comms weren't there except for, let's go here, let's do this, focus this.
Yeah,
like,
all right, that
there
guy,
was
we gotta
no
go kill him.
banter.
Fuck him out. I'm so
There
done.
was no there was no banter. It was just straight, get to the point. Let's get through this. Nova, stop fucking up. Like, let's go.
Nova, you coming? What are you doing back
No,
there?
you know that's a boss you're meleeing, right? Oh, and you're dead. All right, cool. We don't have any revives. All right, I guess we'll wipe.
Yeah.
Wait, and I just jump off the edge of something.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay,
we're wiping.
we're up.
Yeah, I did not know that was a boss that was meleeing. Is that what the orange bar is? Shit.
Yeah, it's also why the dude's like 30 feet tall with the shield that says immune.
Beautiful.
Oh, and trying to mantle and jump up sides, because starting with that warlock character and not realizing that I had that glide feature.
Yeah, the warlock jump takes a little bit of getting used to.
Oh man, that was bad.
That
The
one
Titan
area
one's
with the
just a lot
glowy
more
balls,
intuitive.
Yeah.
The amount of times you fell to your death.
Oh, should have had a counter for that.
That would have been good. That, and I need a counter for those stupid ass moths.
Oh my
You kill the
God,
enemies
dude.
with the little white overshield, and then the moth comes and seeks you out and explodes. It's
Moth
stupid as
screams
goddamn
and
thing.
those cursed friggin' whatever they were.
The cursed thrall, I don't mind, whatever.
Thrall, that's
But
it.
like the moths, man, they chase you and they don't stop. And it's like half the time in that game, I'm running all like special weapons. I'm running like a shotgun, a glaive, and a rocket launcher because we're in content that requires DPS. So like I'm not running a hand cannon or something that's easy to shoot those moths with and not have to worry about wasting ammo. Like they're just so infuriatingly annoying.
It always snuck up on you too. You never know what's there, and then next thing you know, boom! You're like, "What the fuck just hit me?"
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like a
like
death
that
skeeto in the
legendary
plains.
mode.
Like, where the fuck did you come from?
Why? Why did you have to mention that fucking thing?
Man,
God
buzz,
damn.
motherfucker.
Jesus.
Oh, hey, let's go explore this spot because there's nothing here right now, but in future updates there will be. Okay, Desquito.
Yeah. Here, let me show you the fucking one hit.
I'll never forget
the one
when
shot
we were sailing around and we stopped on this island, and then the dead skeetos came out.
Yeah, that was.
Fuck is that?
Everybody
Yeah.
died.
Yeah.
Oh, so we got to sail all the way back there again? Oh, we need to build another boat first.
Yeah. Oh, it's so bad.
Oh man,
Oh,
Valheim
shit,
was a
I'm
fun
hungry
game though.
and I'm over encumbered. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll say, as much as it sucked that they did not follow the like the road map that they had done, we got for $20 a shit ton of time out of that game.
Yeah, you're right.
Fuck yeah.
Like, we got like 200 hours in a month in that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time playing that. It was,
That
the,
was-
same, the same thing as New World. Like
That was one of the
we-
first games that Wiseport you started playing with us consistently.
That's right.
Because before that, you were just kind of watching the streams, and then you started playing Valheim with us, and then now you're,
Yeah.
you know, throwing on aprons, half naked, doing Swedish meatball streams, putting the creamy gravy on the balls, and licking it up.
Only in my
It's a
only
good time.
hams, folks.
Yeah,
It's
only
in my
hams.
Only hams. Right?
That was one of the games I wish we had more people play with us. Like I wish the servers were better and we had like 6 to 10 people just grinding that game out. It would have been so much fun.
I think the servers got better, and I know we have a couple of people that we could probably get to play. I know Trogdor and a few others were trying to get some.
I think we
I'd be
could,
down to
I
get
think
back
we
into
could
it.
have like half a dozen definite folk for sure. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? That would be that'd be fun.
Yeah,
Start
that
over
game
from
was solid.
scratch, and I hope they would add something more to the game than what we've had. So
Yeah,
I
well
really
now
haven't
they
looked to see.
the most recent expansion added like caves with the different creatures in it and more stuff that you can craft and whatnot, but they still haven't done the actual Mistlands, which is the next big one with the new biome. No idea when that'll be out.
That
but
we went out and set our own base up at just to prepare.
yeah. Yep.
We were not the level we needed to be there.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, no, that was a good game. I did enjoy that, and I hope at some point we can wrap back around and get back into that for.
Oh, it's the same thing as the
gameplay.
forest. I really want to get back into the forest at some point with some more of the community, and
Yeah.
especially Trogdor because, I want him if I can figure out how to get him a heart rate monitor and stream that, like that game would freak him out.
That's
Oh, geez. You can do that right through Fitbit.
He doesn't have one.
Well, we can get him one for a cheap price.
I don't
Trogdor,
think
if you're watching, buddy, we got right there
fucking giant
the
wrist.
Virginias,
I was just gonna say, yeah.
the old spider dicks. Yep.
Oh Jesus,
Those
fucking
fuckers.
things.
Oh,
Remember the first time I seen one of them?
what the fuck is that? I want to hear Trogdor shriek. It's gonna be like Jonah Hill and Accepted.
Yes.
Body falls down. Just
Oh, fuck.
4-year-old
Yeah,
girl.
like that game with those. Oh man, like that. We were playing that for hours, like building the
Oh,
base, and it's like
we
2
spent
a.m.
so much time.
and I'm free. Like it's dark in here. Sensory deprivation. Like I don't hear anything except for the fucking woods. And then
Yep.
it's like your fucking skin starts crawling because you hear something and you're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. That game
One
did a
of those
really
things
good
would
job setting the
screech.
ambiance. I'm looking forward to the Sons of the Forest, which should be coming out this year sometime. And
Yeah,
definitely
that'd be
before, once they, so my thing is once they announce Sons of the Forest and it starts getting closer to it, I think that we should definitely get some forest streams in leading up to that.
Absolutely,
That's a good
I'm here
idea.
for it.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. So, long story short, the video games at the moment, with the exception of like Fortnite, Destiny, aside from those, it's pretty fucking stale right now. But we got some good stuff on the way that we're looking forward to.
Yeah, she's
So-
pretty shitty, pretty sad.
Definitely looking forward to Sons of the Forest. That's going to be a big one this year. That's going to be a big one. So,
Yeah, most definitely.
yeah, that game is fantastic. We'll definitely do some community nights for that. We'll get some big servers going. It'll be a good time. But so transitioning off of that, one of the next things, and one of the last things actually that we're here to talk about, is as streamers, there is a lot of technology involved, and the industry has grown a lot. So we kind of want to round robin this here and talk about one piece of streaming gear for each of us that we cannot live without. Something that's made our lives easier, something that's just cool, something that helps us engage better. You know, a little bit of, tech tips here, everything like that. Want to see what we all have that we like. Maybe you guys will find something cool out of it. Just to clarify, also, we're not sponsored by any companies out there. So if any want to, if I can hit us up. But at the moment, no. We are just talking from the heart here. Brian Adams, straight from the heart. Nova, what you got?
Oh, my. I like that.
Wow.
Puts it right on the spot.
Lighting. Lighting's number one. Like, you cannot. If you're streaming and your lighting shit, your stream shit. Sorry.
Unless you stream without a face cam entirely.
Well, yeah,
right. But
if you don't have a cam on at all,
You don't necessarily need to have all of what I got going on back here, or what Fate's got going on, or Pork's very, very nice light strip. But lighting, like key light, like Fate just got a new key light, and it helped light him up more. I got 2 lights here, lights me up. Camera picks that up well. It focuses more on me.
Wow.
Not on the back. So like this, and like the camera I'm using is just a C922 Logitech cam. So like there's a huge difference. Watch me turn this key light off like Fate just turned his key light off. Boom. Look at that. Like you can't see shit.
Yeah, you got to switch your Twitch to day mode. No, night mode. You don't get that prior to getting the key light. I would have Twitch up in the monitor up there, and I would have it on the not night mode, just plain old white day mode, and it kind of worked.
Look, to be honest, none of us really knew until you said that.
Yeah,
you were like,
I put a screenshot in the Discord, and I was like, the fuck, who doesn't use night mode? I'm like, it's a key light. What do you want?
Okay, no, so that's you did that with your phone first. You took a screenshot with your phone like a couple weeks ago, and I was like, why the fuck are you not using dark mode? And you're like, new phone, haven't set it up yet. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's fair. And then it was a shot of your like the computer, and it's like, dude, you're still using light.
But what he said, it's like I use it as a key light, and it's like, oh, well,
yeah, it works.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
and you don't get like as a guy who wears glasses.
So I just had this like shitty key light chilling over here, and it worked there, but then I needed something over here,
But yeah, no, for me, I'd say the one thing I can't like I've used headsets with mics, so this whatever. There's a couple other things we can touch on later, but first thing first, I guess for me, the lighting. I like being seen, being lit up.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Fair enough.
That's fair.
What about you, Wise Pork?
I can't disagree with the man. He's very correct. Lighting is super key. But as a person who bought a Wish mic for that's right. From Wish, I had a $40 mic that sounded like I was talking through a bloody tin can. This having a good microphone is key for me.
Hold on, Wise Pork. Is your tin can mic? Is that how you voice Chimera?
No.
Come on, give us it, buddy.
No. Oh my God, hold on.
Oh, Chimera's coming to chat?
For those of you who do not know, Wise Pork in his spare time plays a game called Gundams and Dragons. They run around out in the deep unknown of space with Fraz, and they have a blast doing it.
I am Chimera. I will find you. I will destroy you.
A little bit of Chimera, folks. A little bit of Chimera. I love it. It's good time.
Oh, that's so much fun, dude. I love watching you guys' premieres. I love watching. It's so good.
It's a good
Well,
time.
It's super entertaining.
It looks like y'all have fun with it. So that's what I was talking to Frez. I'd like to get something like that set up for the Falic Empire here. I think we could have some fun with it. I think we got a good group.
Let me tell you, like, the tabletop RPGs, D&D, all that stuff is awesome. But having a great GM/DM like Fraz is super key. Somebody that knows the goings on, that tells a great story, that gives you that descriptive, I can see the world we're in kind of stories is super key. And big shout out to Fraz. I know you're out there, and you're awesome. We love you. You do an amazing job, and keep up the great work. We appreciate you so much, Fraz.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, going back to tech wise, a microphone. This Wave 3, which actually all three of us use.
Yeah, we do.
is a great USB mic for everything you need. It gives a nice clear voice through it all, along with Fate helped me out and brought me into putting some VSTs on here to kind of crispen up the voice and get some of the noise background out of there and a nice noise gate and everything like that. It's been a super key piece of equipment for me. So yeah, I'm 100%. If you don't got lights, you need a mic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it is definitely a solid mic. Like if anyone's out there looking to upgrade from like a gamer headset that has a mic or a detachable mic, and you don't want to spend that kind of money on like a Shure SM7B or what's that new one that JD's got? That Earthworks?
Oh,
I don't even know.
Fraz knows. Fraz, what's that mic that JD uses?
But yeah, if you don't got that kind of coin to drop on a mic, the Elgato Wave either 3 or the Wave 1, they're both the exact same mic. The 3 just has your selectable 3 buttons on the front. Everything else, Earthworks, yeah. So everything else with the Wave 1, you can change with the actual software. But it is 100% and this is not an Elgato sponsored stream, by the way. We just all have the same mic because it's really good. It's really good, yeah. It does everything we need, and along with being controlled through the Stream Deck has been it's super awesome.
Yeah, and that's funny you mentioned the Stream Deck, because that 100% is hands down my cannot live without streaming tool. I mean,
and he's got the big boy.
Oh, I got the big boy. I mean, you gotta. But if you've noticed throughout the podcast here, if you're watching it on YouTube or here watching it on Twitch while we're live, anytime we switch like that, that's just me pushing buttons. And we could show Porky there. We could show Nova. Myself. Everybody. We show a little bit of content. Trogdor, you want to see the spider again? But yeah, makes it really easy. This thing, hands down, is just the best. You could set up you could even control your microphone through it, all of your sound, everything like that. I control my key light with it. It is fantastic. What am I Googling? The spiders. But yeah, so hands down, if you are a streamer, you need a Stream Deck. I mean, it's just the best. These things are fantastic.
Yeah,
so, and I have the 32 key one, and it's a lifesaver.
I have the 15 key one, and I'm like, nope, I need the bigger one. Like, I got the 15 key one because the XL didn't even come out when I ordered this thing. I think before this thing showed up, the XL came out, and I was like, fuck. And then I got this. I was like, okay, whatever. I can set up different pages, so I have like folders and pages and this, that, and the other thing. But I'm like, it's so annoying sometimes to have to go forward a page into a folder, back out of that folder, back the next page into a different folder to do like a bunch of different things. And I'm like, I want the 32 key.
Yeah, I'm now in the same boat. When I started and I talked to these guys, and they're like, all right, you need to get yourself a Stream Deck because that's going to change your life. And I was like, well, what do you mean? Like, what's that going to do? I can just click and change my scenes and do this. And they're like, no.
You can just click.
No. Right? And it's like, I control everything. I start up all my games. I start up OBS from it. I send tweets out or posts out on my socials on it. All of the stuff for the stream, stuff for Mecha Hack, Spotify. I even have an app that can control this. Like, it's so useful. It's super awesome tool.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, between lighting, microphones, stream decks, there's a lot of tech that goes in, and we're definitely at some point going to be doing an episode of the Falic Exchange here, talking about just tech in general, everything out there from, you know, all of the stream stuff and lighting to even computers, where things are at right now. The GPU market's ridiculous. Everything's ridiculous.
Oh my god.
Boy, Nova's been trying to get a
need to win the
GPU
lotto.
forever.
I'm on a 1070 Ti. Okay, I've been waiting. Like, it's going to be. They're going to come out the 50 series cards before I get a fucking 30 series. Like, fuck.
They're already talking about the 4000 series coming out soon, and it's like, what are you doing?
know.
You guys can't even make. I mean, at least half the auto manufacturers are talking about just not making 23 models. They're just going to keep the 22s going until they can get chips. Or are the GPU guys doing the same thing? It's ridiculous. But yeah, so that'll be an episode down the road for sure. There's Jack. But yeah, so at this point, we're gonna open this on up for people in the chat here on Twitch. If any of you guys are out there listening on Spotify or anything like that, once we are all done here, make sure you guys go.
Yo, we're going on Spotify.
Yeah, it's gonna be on Spotify. It's gonna be on YouTube. It's gonna be on everything, man. Google,
Let's do it.
Apple Podcasts, yeah. Stitcher, I think is the one. It'll be on there. Yeah, be on everything. So make sure you guys go check that out. How's that for an outro?
And
Follow us on everything. Tell your friends now.
tell your friends.
But we are the Falic Empire, and this is the Falic Exchange. In the future, we do these bi-weekly. It'll be every other Wednesday, and then the recordings that go up the next day, we'll be here. So go to the Falic Empire on Twitch in order to see it live. But otherwise, we are there wherever you guys listen to your podcasts. Have a good one, guys.